Mesdames, Messieurs, bonjour. Chers collègues, bienvenue au Collège de France. Welcome to the Collège de France. So we are gathered here today to honor the memory of Xavier Le Pichon. Xavier was born on June 18, 1937 in Quy Nhon in Vietnam. He died on March 22, 2025 in Sisteron in the south of France at the age of 87. In 1986, he was appointed professor at the Collège de France, where he held the chair of geodynamics until 2008. Xavier was a scientist of remarkable insight, an explorer of the deep sea, and a thinker searching for meaning. He brought together in one life the intuition of a scholar, the rigor of a researcher, and the kindness of a humanist. On this slide, you can see a few photographs of Xavier. So on the upper right, you can see a picture that was taken during the time of the famous expedition in the 70s. The famous was meant for French-American mid-ocean undersea survey. Over several years, 3 submersibles, Alvin, Sienna, and Archimede, were used to observe for the first time the mid-Atlantic ridge at depths greater than 3 kilometers. On the left, you can see Xavier looking at rocks brought back aboard a research vessel. And on the lower right, you can see him standing in 1995 on the Nojima Fault close to Kobe in Japan. So this slide illustrates his seminal paper entitled Sleep for Spreading and Continental Drift. In that paper that he published alone in 1968, Xavier describes his global geometrical model of seafloor spreading with 6 plates. It remains a founding milestone proposing a coherent, quantitative, kinematic model of plate tectonics. I mean, due to time limitation, I won't expound my talk about Xavier, but if you are interested, I wrote a detailed tribute to Xavier Le Pichon, which I presented officially before the Assembly of the Collège de France. And you can read it in French or in English directly on the symposium website, which is the page which is shown here. And so, because in fact this meeting, and I think this is how Xavier would have liked it, is meant to be, is also intended to be a scientific meeting devoted to the Earth as a dynamic planet. So I organized it together with my colleagues at the Collège de France, Alessandro Morbidelli, Barbara Romanovitz, and also Eric Calais from the ENS in Paris. And we divided the symposium into 4 sessions. The planets of our solar system and how they work, that will be chaired by Alessandro. Global geodynamics of the Earth, that will be chaired this afternoon by Barbara. Lithosphere and earthquakes, chaired by Laurent Jolivet tomorrow morning. And the final session will be about continental drift and paleoclimates, and I will chair this session. And I will now leave, in fact, the stage and hand it over to Alessandro for the remaining part of the session of today. Thank you for your attention.